Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week we found another beautiful beach on the New South Wales coast. So go and get yourself a cold drink, get your feet up, come and join us for the adventure. Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Alison.
We decided a couple of years ago that we'd work hard and save all of our money and start living life on our own terms.
So we bought a caravan and hit the road on a trip for two all around Australia.
So why not come and join us every week for our adventures? Well, we're staying up at the Urunga Caravan Park and I'm going to show you all that a little bit later on, but right now we come down to the Urunga boardwalk and this is bloody brilliant, this thing. You can walk all the way from the shore out to the beach on the headland. It probably goes about 500-600 metres. I'll turn the camera around a second, give you a look. The footbridge that you see in Urunga today come from very humble beginnings. In fact, it was first built in about 1908 and it originally started out with just some planks of wood across the rock so they could go out and put navigational lights so ships could get in across the bar. But it's a beautiful place. It's great for the kids to come and swim. It's very shallow. If you want to wet a line, there's plenty of places you can do it from the shore or you can drop it in from your boat. There's plenty of fish to be caught. It's just a beautiful place. Come out and spend an afternoon. This is the south arm of the boardwalk. It's currently closed due to some storm damage, but this one takes you down in through the mangroves. It'd be a fantastic walk if it was open. So if you come out to Urunga and you do the pier walk and you've come out to the end, you're rewarded by an absolutely stunning view. I'll just put the camera and give you a bit of a look. So Ali's up there taking a photo of it at the moment, but here's the end of the pier. You can walk down onto the beach and then go out and along the beach. This area at the front here is where they see whales in the winter months as they put on their show as they're migrating further back towards the south. And then of course we have the sandbar onto the inlet and straight back towards Urunga. What a beautiful place. And just one more thing, if you do come out here and you bring your dog for a walk, you can run your dog to its heart's content out on the beach because it's all off leash. One of the things that I'm really enjoying about the walk out along the boardwalk is on your way back, on your right hand side you've got all of the beautiful inlet and you can see the township of Urunga and the caravan park down there, and on the left hand side you've got that swampy mangrovey type area. It's just a contrast, but it's a beautiful contrast to look at. When we came up the boardwalk there's been a lot of fellas fishing along the rock wall here in front of me. They've all gone away, but check this out. Hopefully you can see them in the camera, but there's fish literally everywhere down here. But none of them were here when the fellas were up here fishing. They've only moved in since they moved off. Just like we said in the intro, we've come to stay at the Urunga Waters Tourist Park. Now, don't judge a book by its cover. When we first pulled into the driveway, I thought, my God, what have we booked into here? But it is absolutely beautiful when you come down to the back. We've got ourselves a waterfront site, which I'm going to show you very, very soon. It cost us $40, power and water. That's only $5 dearer than staying at the showgrounds on the opposite side of the highway at Bellingen. So this is definitely worth the money. It is hard to get a booking in here, so you need to book well in advance. But look what you get. So here we are. This is our site here. It's a waterfront site. I'll just walk you down through the awning. Plenty of room. And it opens up onto this. And this has been absolutely gorgeous to sit out the back here and, you know, just watch the world go by. There's been a boating competition on this weekend, so we've had a lot of little tinnies in and people out fishing all day, but it really adds to the experience. And the water here is covered in ducks in the afternoon. Lots of fish jumping in and out of the water. Just a beautiful, tranquil setting. And in front of every site, you might be able to see them there. There's a couple of posts that you can throw a rod into, sit here and fish to your heart's content. If you don't want a riverfront site, there's plenty of other sites you can get onto, lots of unpowered. So I'll just show you around here. Lots of areas for camper trailers and caravans, swags, you name it. Plenty of room. And if you are into your boating and you love your fishing, really easy access to the water because it's got this fantastic boat ramp. But just on the other side of the car park here, you can see down there's a line of caravans. That's the rest of the riverfront sites. And then up through here there's cabins. There's also some permanent residents that live here, but it seems to integrate very well in this particular park. But plenty of options if you want to come and stay. Just while I'm at the back of the caravan, I thought I'd also point out, because I'm sure I'll get a comment on this one, this is our grey water hose. Now it's not running into the water. I'll show you where it goes to. So it comes down into here, into this fire location. So that's been pretty good, and it doesn't run its way off, it just soaks its way into the ground. The Urunga Waters Tourist Park also offers a great swimming pool with some sites you can book right next to for easy access. Of course, there's your toilets, a little bit old, but they're very clean, and a very weird dump point. There was a fantastic camp kitchen with a big fireplace and all the facilities that you expect, you know, microwaves, kettles, all that sort of gear. And of course, a laundry, which had washing machines and dryers. I think from memory it was about $4 a load, but plenty of interesting stuff just to walk around and check out while you're there. So one of the things that you're definitely going to find if you come and visit the van park is some really quirky old equipment and signage, which is great to wander around and have a look at. Here's a few things here. So check this out. There's an old truck here with a motorbike on the back, some petrol bowsers, a tractor, some signage from a couple of well-known brands, and of course an old Toyota. So I didn't tell you why we come to stay at the caravan park, but someone in the caravan this weekend's having their birthday, and it's not me, it's this lady right here. Happy birthday, babe.
Thank you.
So we've come in here, we're going to stop for just 2 days, aren't we? So we're here for, I won't say the dates, unless you want people to send your birthday card next year. No. We're going to stop for 2 nights and we're going to go out and have a bit of lunch, and then we'll get out and explore around the local area as well, won't we?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Should be pretty good. Well, we've left Urunga. What a beautiful spot out.
It was beautiful.
It was. Did you enjoy your birthday?
Yeah, I had a really good time, thank you.
We went into Coffs Harbour, we had a bit of lunch, but the last thing Alison wanted on her birthday was me putting a camera in her face and following us around all day. We had a really nice day. What did you think of that pier that we went to, or the boardwalk we went to at Urunga?
I really enjoyed the boardwalk down at Urunga. It was a good walk, a nice walk, and I loved the shallow area actually that you could have gone and had a paddle in.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, for the time that we were there, it would have been about knee deep for a good 200 or 300 metres off the beach, right out to the seawall. Yes. Lots of young families down there swimming. Felt very safe, didn't it? It
did feel very safe, yeah.
And I'll cut in some pictures. Some of the biggest whiting I've ever seen was underneath the footbridge. So if you want to go fishing out there, don't worry about throwing your rod out in the channel. Just find the whiting underneath the footbridge. They were enormous.
It was very big.
And the other thing that we really liked down there, but we never stayed there, was the caravan park at the footbridge. That was really nice, wasn't it?
It looked lovely. It looked busy, which you expect near a beautiful quiet beach area, but it'd be fun to go and experience, I reckon.
Oh, definitely. And if you have a young family in particular and you want nice access to the beach, some really beautiful grassed areas to sit around on while you watch the kids at play and those sorts of things, it's just out the front door of the caravan park. It was beautiful. It
was very good.
Yes. But we have moved on, so we've come down to the Crowdy Bay National Park, and I'm going to give you a look around in the moment. We're staying at Kylie's campground. Beautiful little campground, isn't it?
It is lovely.
Speaking to the camp caretaker, he did tell us that this place books out really quickly and gets really full, doesn't it?
It does on those popular times, so the long weekends and the holidays like Easter and Chrissy, which you expect, but it can be a bit busy, but enjoyable, I think.
Definitely. I'll give you a bit of a look around at our site, and I'll give you a look around the campground in a minute, but at the moment this is such a beautiful beach. There's no one on it today except Ali and I. I'll throw the drone up and give you a bit of a look around. So this is the beach. It's a short walk away from the campground. I'd say no more than about 2 or 3 minutes. Beautiful walk when you come down. Big, long, lonely beach. We were here a little bit earlier this year. We popped in just on a little day trip. Lots of people down here swimming and stuff, but keep in mind this is an unpatrolled beach. The other thing about this beach is you get vehicle access to it, and we really were looking forward to coming down and getting the car, running up and maybe having a sausage sizzle on the beach or something like that one day. But the New South Wales system of getting a permit for the beach is a little bit weird. In fact, it's a little bit the way it used to be in Queensland a number of years ago. These are run by the council, and you've got to go to specific sites, or you can go online and get yourself a beach permit. But we're here for like 3 days, and they wanted $60 to drive onto the beach. I just didn't say it was worth it. So such an easy walk down. But if I was an avid fisherman and I wanted to come fishing every day, I certainly would have bought the permit. That way I could come down and run the car around. But for us, everything will be done by foot. I think we're on the beach. What do you reckon, Al?
Definitely foot.
This is the access point to get down onto Kylie's beach. We're just on the other side. The sand on the entry is very, very soft. We saw a number of spots where cars have been bogged. So if you do want to drive onto the beach here, make sure you got your permit, and more importantly, make sure you let your tyres down to a pressure that's suitable for the sand. I'd say, just based on our experience, I'd be somewhere south of 18. I'd probably be in that 18 to 16 range for sure. So a couple of things about the site if you want to come and stay here at Kylie's beach. First of all, it's bloody beautiful, even though today's overcast and rainy. It absolutely poured down last night, but all the water drained off really well. So in some campsites that we've been to in the past, you walk out and you stand into a puddle straight away. It's not the nicest feeling in the world, but here it's been really, really good. But all of that aside, there's 3 sets of toilets. They're scattered throughout the campgrounds. There's access to showers here. From what I understand, they're cold water showers, but everybody seems to jump up there and doesn't mind. I've seen quite a few people up and down using the showers whilst we've been here. You can get access to firewood here through the camp caretaker. He sells it up there by the bag. And you can also get access to bagged ice. And I suppose the other thing you need to know is that you can't have a fire on the ground here. So if you don't have your own fire pit, you can hire those from the camp caretaker while you're here. And for any other provisions that you need, the township of Laurenton is about a 15 to 20 minute drive away as you head back up towards the north. But it's a beautiful campground to come and stay in. Fantastic for the kids. Koalas do visit the park, and there's an opportunity for you to see those in the trees. And there's certainly a mob of kangaroos around here that are just grazing on the grass throughout the course of the day. They've all got little joeys with them at the moment. It's been a fantastic thing to see. If I can get them, I'll throw in a little bit of footage. So we made our way out to Kylie's hut, and I'm going to say, just for looking, I think this is a rebuild of the original. I think the original may have sat here, right there, but with all the bushfires and things that have come through the region, well, just in recent history over the last 5 to 10 years, I'm sure it's been wiped out before, and they've just rebuilt it here. But there's no signage to tell you what it's all about when you get out here, so I'm going to do some further research. I think we'll call it quits for this week's episode, Al, because there's a massive storm heading our way at the moment. But we thought before we'd go, we'd have a quick talk to you, because we did mention this in last week's video, about what we're going to do from here, because now we're on the road full time. There should be no need for us to go back to Brisbane other than just a friendly visit.
We hope so.
Certainly. So we're moving our way down through New South Wales, and we want to head down to the ACT, and then we're going to work our way down towards the Murray at Christmas time. And then after that, we don't really have too much of a plan, do we?
No set plans, that's for sure. A general idea, but no set plans.
Yeah, I looked at some places on the Great Ocean Road in January, and for those who've stayed down there, you'll know one of the caravan parks wanted nearly $1,200 for an unpowered site for 4 nights. That's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, isn't it?
That's a lot of money.
You're providing the accommodation, so What we think we'll do is we will make our way down along the Great Ocean Road. We'll probably just wait till the season changes. Oh, well, not the season, but the Christmas season's gone and the kids are going back on school holidays. But until then, we'll probably stay in some national parks because there's so many beautiful things to see in that area of Victoria. And then we're going to work our way into South Australia, but only briefly, aren't we? We're not going to stay too long in South Australia this year.
Okay, yeah, that's the plan.
Well, we're not going to go into all the peninsulas and stuff because you won't have time. We want to follow the sun. So we think what we'd like to do is we'd really want to go back and visit the West McDonnell Ranges that we briefly visited this year. So we're going to make our way back up into the centre.
Yes.
We'll do the West Max and then we'll work our way back up towards Darwin. We might stop and work for a month or so just to get some money back into the bank before heading to Western Australia.
That'd be good.
Yeah, so that's the plan so far. But as you know from this year's travel, that changed. Hopefully it doesn't change again.
It's always changing. I think you just got to keep adjusting with things that's happening, whether it's, you know, where you are. Like the weather has been unpredictable in the last week. Poor old Queensland and northern New South Wales have been hit by terrible storms. So you're just always adjusting.
Always.
And going with the flow. And the beauty is sometimes we meet some lovely people that you can do a few short trips with, and that's always enjoyable to have some company.
It certainly is. And having said all of that, there's a lot of places that we just don't know about, and it's unfortunate for us. I don't know whether I just don't research it enough or whatever the case may be, but after we've been to certain places, you hit us up in the comments section, say, did you go here, did you go here, did you go here? And we missed all of them. So please, we've got about 4 or 5 months before we'll be back up into the top of the territory. So if you've got any suggestions, any places that you've been that you think are absolutely fantastic and well worth a stay, hit us up in the comments section, let us know, and we'll check them out in our trip planner.
That would be good. Some helpful suggestions.
It certainly would. But that brings this week's episode to a close. Ali and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy your birthday?
I have had a lovely time, thank you.
And the national park stays that we've been on the New South Wales coast have been absolutely beautiful. We're going to find a lot more of those, I think, in the future.
Definitely.
We know we missed a lot on this particular trip, but our final plan is that when we finish our tour, as we come back up from Victoria into Queensland, we're going to do all of these places along the New South Wales coast on our way up. So yeah, we're definitely going to do them. We just haven't done them yet.
Yes.
All right, so if you enjoyed this week's episode, please hit the like button before you go. If you've got any questions or comments, particularly about sites that you think we might like to visit, hit us up in the comments section. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so because your support is so very much appreciated, isn't it, Al?
It is very much appreciated.
So until next Saturday at 7 o'clock, you guys have yourselves a great week. We can't wait to see you. We'll see you then.
See you later.
Bye-bye.